Hi foxes, welcome to our today episode. This episode covers soil and water conservation. Is presented by me, Griffin Wafula. Remember this particular unit, soil and water conservation, is suitable for all students or trainees partaking courses in diploma, certificate, and arts and courses in general agriculture. This course entails the following: is about soil and water conservation. The objective of this particular course or the general area of competency 1 will be explaining various soil erosion processes. State and explain various preventive and corrective measures of soil erosion. We will be also expected to list water harvesting techniques and methods. You are also required by the end of this particular topic, you'll be able to state reasons for water harvesting. These, the importance of harvesting water in farms. We will be also expected to describe the water harvesting techniques or methods used in harvesting water in the farm. And lastly, you will be required to outline different factors that are considered in soil and water conservation as far as farm planning is concerned. In our list of references, KLB Secondary Agriculture, a book known as Explore Agriculture, Farm Structure Tools and Machinery, and lastly, Farm Equipment, Machinery, Structures and Building. We will start by defining different terms related to soil and water conservation. And the first definition that we look is soil and water conservation. Soil and water conservation refers to practices that are carried out with the aim of reducing loss of soil from the land and maintaining water supply. Soil erosion is the removal and carrying away of topsoil from one occasion to another. Factors influencing soil erosion. We shall list, then later on we'll describe them one by one into detail. So the first factors that affect soil erosion is the type of soil. And when we talk of the type of soil, we will try to look into different types of soil, whether they are clay, loam, and sand, and their constituent, whether clay, loam, sand, lay, etc. So we will try to look how these types of soil will influence the process of soil erosion. The second factor that influences soil erosion is the topography. And topography is the slope of land. This is how the land slopes. Then land use, how frequent that particular land is used. We have overstocking. So overstocking, these were a farm or an individual try to rear many livestock per unit area that are not proportional or equivalent to the required area of livestock to occupy that particular area. So another factor is the ground cover or vegetation. And soil erosion is prone to the ground where there are no or where there is no ground cover or vegetation. Another factor is the rainfall intensity. When we talk of rainfall intensity, it's how heavy rainfall pours on the ground. And when the rainfall intensity is high, soil erosion is high. Similarly, what I'm trying to say is that rainfall intensity is directly proportional to the rate of soil erosion. So another factor is wind, animal, human, and water. So remember, all these factors, we'll be discussing them in detail as we go on, but for now it is good to appreciate these factors by just outlining and listing, and at least try to see or visualize how these particular factors influence soil erosion process. So next we'll be looking at the agents of soil erosion. When we talk of the agent of soil erosion, these are all factors that makes it possible for the process of soil erosion to occur. And the first agent of soil erosion is wind. We have animal, human, and when we talk of human, to be specific, is human beings or people. Then we have water, insect, and soil organism. Effects of soil erosion. So when soil erosion occurs, what are some of the repercussions that we have to the environment? So the first effect of soil erosion is flooding. So when there is too much erosion, flooding occurs. Then we have the removal of top fertile soil. So you realize that when there is erosion, all the nutrients that are found on the soil, they are being carried away to the lower part of the land. Then we have the infrastructure. So the impact of soil erosion on infrastructure is that all infrastructures are destroyed by movement of large masses of soil. Then we have sedimentation in oceans. So sedimentation, this is the siltation that occurs in oceans. Then crops are buried. This is absolutely true. Then plant roots are exposed. And you know the effect when plant roots are exposed to the environment, what might happen to the crop. So lodging may occur or may lead to poor development of the entire crop. Next is the process of soil erosion. So what is soil erosion? So erosion takes place in the following methods: water erosion, wind erosion, man-made erosion, and geologic erosion. And we shall start with the following method, which is erosion by water or water erosion. So basically, water erosion is the removal of soil from land by water motion. So soil is being carried away from the land and water is involved directly in the removal of soil from the particular land. So soils are carried away by water, hence the name water erosion. And for this particular type of erosion to occur, we have different factors that influence water erosion process. The first one is climatic conditions. When we talk of climatic condition, what we are referring to is the rainfall, wind, and temperature. So rainfall, wind, and temperature, these are the climatic conditions that affect the process of water erosion, directly or indirectly. Then another factor is the topography. And lads, I told you that topography is how the land slopes. So when the land slopes gentle, this means that the rate of water erosion will be minimal. And in the case whereby you find that the land slope at a steep, or the slope is steep, the rate of water erosion will increase. Then we have the vegetation cover. When the land is bare, or rather there is no vegetation present on that particular land, and water erosion is happening, you realize that the rate of water erosion, rather the rate of soil erosion, will increase at an increasing rate. Hence, water erosion is directly proportional to the amount of vegetation cover on that particular land. When the vegetation cover is less, that means water erosion, the rate of water erosion will be high. Another factor is the type of soil. And type of soil, the three major types of soil that we'll be discussing is we have the sand soil, clay soil, and loam soil, and their constituents. When we talk of their constituents, the loamy clay, clay sand, sand, loam, yes. So type of soil also will influence water erosion. Then we have the support practices. When we talk of support practices, actually we are referring to practices such as contour farming. Another factor that limits contour farming is actually plowing across the contours. So plowing across the contours will increase the rate of water erosion, therefore soil erosion will be high. Next, we'll be looking at the types of water erosion. And water erosion occurs in different forms. So the first form of water erosion is the raindrop erosion or splash erosion. The second one is sheet erosion. The third one is rill erosion. The fourth one is gully erosion. Number 5 is stream or channel erosion. And lastly is the landslide or surface creep. So all those types of water erosion, we will be discussing them on our next lecture, that will be discussing all what we have listed in details. In this particular time, I would like to say that stay tuned. The next lecture will be coming soon, and we'll be discussing in detail actually what we have covered today. Stay tuned. Wish you all the best. Thank you.